So I just had an inkling to put this video up that's as a follow-up to my last video that I did, which was about my buddy that was quote-unquote uncomfortable with, again, quote-unquote chasing money, or at least he was telling me that he feels that that's all I'm doing is chasing money. And if you haven't seen it, I'll put the link to that video in the description. But as of right now, I just have 2 videos in my channel, so you can find it very easily. But honestly, it's been, I don't know, almost 2 weeks now, and I've been really thinking about it. And here's what I realized today, and the reason I'm making this video. So there are these people out there that are not very comfortable chasing money, so to speak. But all it takes is a very small change in mindset to actually understand what more money means for you. And I truly believe that the people that are not feeling comfortable with wanting to make a lot more money is people that have not realized that ultimately more money means more freedom. So if you went out and asked a bunch of people, would you like more freedom to do whatever you want to do, whenever you want to do it, with whoever you want to do it, or do you want to have the freedom to go and buy fill in the blank, right? I'm a big car guy. I would love to be able to scratch a $250,000 check and get a Lambo or whatever, right? So the people like my friend who are he was almost ashamed, honestly, about making more money. And he's by no means struggling, but he's definitely not in a position where he can do whatever he wants to do whenever he wants to do it. He's basically in the S quadrant from the Robert Kiyosaki's second book, the cash flow quadrant. So he's a self-employed person. So essentially you're still trading 100% of your time for money. In other words, you are the business. If something happens to you, there's no more business. He's a long haul truck, well, not long haul, but he's a truck driver. He drives a truck for a living. And so his foot's got to push the pedal, his arms got to steer the truck, right? So if something happens to him health-wise, he's done. No more money. He starts drawing down his savings account or what have you. So I've been thinking about it for the last 2 weeks, and I just realized the reason I'm chasing money so hard is because I'm chasing freedom, guys. That is literally it. Money is the currency that buys you freedom. And once again, go and ask anybody if they want to have freedom to do XYZ with whoever, whenever, or buy whatever. Right? Who's going to say no? I don't want to have that freedom. I don't want to have that kind of money, right? So it's not the money that we're chasing. It's not the money that I'm chasing. I'm chasing the freedom. And I've realized, unlike my friend, that the only way to buy freedom is to make as much money as possible, as fast as possible. And so that's why I'm making this video. Because there are people like him who are somewhat comfortable, and for some reason, he has not made the decision that freedom is as important as it is to me. So again, you can watch the video, but he's a millionaire on paper, net worth wise. He's got one little rental he's making some money from, and he's got 2 houses that are almost paid off, which is basically 80 to 90% of his net worth, really. Like a lot of people, it's usually the real estate. So he's comfortable. For me, I realized that I need to have passive income. I don't have the type of business where I could be making a lot of money with my 2 hands or with my body. Again, he's a truck driver. There are people out there that are the business, right? So attorneys, doctors, etc. And that's called active income. So you have to be doing something, right? For me, I don't have that kind of skill. So the best and fastest way for me to get that time freedom is by making as much money as possible with passive income. And so that's what I'm focusing on right now. Now, of course, because I have a coaching business, I'm also in the active income stage right now. In other words, I'm the one that's needed for the business to keep running because I am the coach. But make no mistake, I'm keeping my eye out on passive income. So in other words, like a lot of people who have grown their coaching business enough past the point where they're the ones that are needed to run the business, they have the courses, the classes that they're doing, like with groups, etc. It's more on the passive side. So again, just like I was talking about in that second video about my buddy, do not be afraid or ashamed to chase money. If someone starts accusing you of doing that, you need to let them know the reason why you're chasing money. And the only reason is that you want freedom. Time freedom and relationship freedom, right? You can choose what people to hang out with. When you have more money, you can always choose, obviously, but the point is you're free to do, again, whatever you want to, whenever you want to, however you want to, once you have enough money. So that's what chasing money represents to me. And I'm not going to be afraid or ashamed to stand up for myself when my buddy starts accusing me of being quote unquote greedy. Because the only difference between someone that's greedy and someone like me that's chasing money is the reason behind it. So once again, don't ever allow anybody to accuse you of being that way, and let them know what the reason is why you're chasing money. Hopefully that helps.